Monday. I'm glad you're watching with us and participating in the Word with us. This week, Revelation 1:8, where Jesus says, I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is, which was, and which is to come, the Almighty. What an amazing sight John must have seen when he saw Jesus there on the Isle of Patmos. And it says when he saw him, he says he fell at his feet. John lived with Jesus. He ate with Jesus. He walked with Jesus. And yet when he sees the glorified Jesus, he falls at his feet. Why? Because Jesus is so amazing and so powerful. Our little problems and the things we're going through, not to diminish hurt or pain or problems, but compared to the infinity and the greatness of God, really anything we're going through is small. When we start realizing that, then the potential of our faith and our confidence in God and His great power and His glorious being, that potential will surge into our life and our situation and change everything. That's why we're talking about this verse. Now today, I wanted you to notice Jesus says, I am the Alpha and Omega. He's the first and the last. If He's the first and the last, then it seems to me He's also everything in between. If He's the A to the Z, He must be everything else in between also. That's important for us to realize, because sometimes what happens is we're going through a time in our life where even though we believe in God, we forget how powerful He is, or we forget who we are as His son or daughter. We forget what the Word says. The devil always wants to get us off of who we are and what we can have and what we can do by looking at circumstances. If Jesus is the A to the Z, He's the first and the last. He's the everything in between. Remember this verse over in 1 Peter 5:7, where it's written, casting all your care on Him because He cares for you. The Amplified Version says casting all your cares, your worries, your anxieties. In other words, the troubles of life, the thoughts of life, give it over to Him. Why? Because He's the A to the Z. A lot of people can believe, oh, God's good for this and He's good for that. How about He's good for everything in the middle too? There's nothing in your life that God can't handle. We need to give Him everything. We need to surrender everything to Him and let Him be the God He wants to be. He's more than enough, and He loves you and me. Let's remember that Jesus is the Almighty Son of God. And while He might be our older brother, He is all-powerful, and we need to trust Him more, look to Him more, and let Him be all He wants to be in your life today.